everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all super well. Thought I would film another makeup tutorial for you guys today, and it's been something that I've actually wanted to do for a while. I have been absolutely glued to TikTok and I keep seeing lots of e-girl kind of makeup looks, hair tutorials, and like just the e-girl vibe, and weirdly it kind of is a little bit like me. Like, I went on Google and just typed in e-girl to see what would come up, and it just says the e-girl makeup look consists of thick winged eyeliner, which I kind of already do, faux freckles, which I already do, heavy drunk blush, highlighter placed on high points of the face, and peach or glossy lips. Cute little hearts or stars stamped on the cheeks or underneath the eyes. And e-girls usually have a septum or eyebrow piercing and nose piercing. And yeah, they're cool, cute, and they never stick to one hair colour, and they revive fashion trends from the 90s, and they pull out aesthetics from anime and goth. Now, I'm kind of a few of those things. I feel like I'm like a half an e-girl already, because I experiment with my hair loads. I have a nose piercing, I love faux freckles, I love a winged liner, and I also revive fashion trends from the 90s. So I'm kind of halfway there already. So I thought I would fully go there, fully go all the way to an e-girl, and I would be inspired by lots of e-girl looks out there. So I'm going to kind of create the typical e-girl look that comes up a lot, which is your nice base skin. I'm going to go for a strong blush, like pretty much all over my cheeks, working up into my eyes. I'm going to kind of use similar shades, like these peachy kind of reddy tone shades. I'm going to go for a nude glossy lip, and I'm going to go for thick wing liner, and I've got a star eyeliner stamp. So yeah, I feel like I've got my e-girl makeup products in front of me, so let's get going. So before I start off my skin, I love to actually start my brows now. So I've been setting my brows before I do my base, just because I find it's just a bit easier actually, and I can just wipe off the excess glue and stuff, and it doesn't mess up my foundation. So I'm going to take the 24-hour brow setter by Benefit, and I'm going to brush that through my brows and set them in place. So I'm going to coat my brows a lot, and then using a brow brush, I'm just going to brush my brows through, and then using the end of a makeup brush, I'm just going to roll the tail end of the brush along my hairs, just so they stick in place and they set and they will not budge all day. And I'm going for my thick fluffy brow look. So I'm going to do the same to the other side. Right, just rolling my makeup brush onto those brow hairs to set them in place. They are glued down. Yes, cute. Right, next up, I'm just gonna grab a makeup, well, I've got this weird flannel thing that I use, and just a makeup remover just to take off the excess glue around the edge of my eyebrows. So I literally just wipe around the edge and take off the excess product like so. Also guys, just want to say, if you can hear like a fan kind of noise in the background, I have a fan on me right now, because honestly it's actually a joke how hot it is. It's about 30 degrees in my studio, and I actually didn't think I was going to be able to film this video today. Right, next, foundation. I'm going to take the Airbrush Flawless Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury in shade Cool Freud. I'm really loving this foundation at the moment because it gives you such an amazing coverage. Like, it's quite thick, so it might be too much for people in summer, because it's slightly not that breathable, especially under a mask if you're out and about wearing a mask, shopping or anything, with the pandemic obviously still here. But yeah, but it gives amazing coverage, which I love. So once I apply the foundation with my brush, I go in with a sponge and just pat it all down. And I also use the sponge around my brows, just so I don't knock any of my hairs and unstick them. But yeah, look at that coverage. It's a really good colour for me as well. And Another good tip actually about this foundation is if you do think it's a bit too much, I always like to use the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation all over, and then I just pop this like on areas that I feel like just need a little bit more coverage. So sometimes I'll do it over like spots underneath my eyes, or I just do it on my T-zone. But yeah, right, time for some concealer. Going in with my fave Too Faced concealer, the Born This Way one in shade Swan. We're just gonna pat that in with my sponge. There's a lot of concealers that I love, but I have to say this one is like my go-to fave, just because the coverage is just very, very thick, and it really brightens up the underneath of my eyes, and it just never budges. I've never had this concealer budge at all throughout the day. Yes, concealed, my eyes look bright. Beaut. My skin looks flawless. It always looks flawless when I use that foundation and concealer together. Next up, I'm going in with the Milk Makeup Translucent Blur and Set Powder. Honestly, this is the best powder you will ever use. Highly recommend giving it a go. My concealer stays in place all day. It does not budge. And yeah, honestly, it's amazing. And I do my T-zone. I'm going to leave my nose for now, actually, because I'm going to show you how I like to contour it in a second. So I always leave my nose because I like to contour it first before setting it. And I'm going to take the Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer from Maybelline. And I just pop it on this brush. And I use it to sculpt my nose. And I just really like it because it's so easy to blend and buff out. And it's just a really, really nice product. Their concealer is actually really, really good as well. But yeah, I just find it super easy to sculpt my nose with it, buff it out, and it just looks really good. So I do that first, and then we'll buff it out. And I can go in with my sponge as well, just over the top to take any excess product off. And I basically, yeah, just sculpt my nose and work with kind of buffing it in and just shading. And I focus on the sides of my nose and the end of my nose, a little button nose. And once I'm happy, I then set that with the Milk Makeup Powder. Ta-da! Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. I've got the Benefit Hoola bronzer here. I don't want to go too heavy because e-girls don't really have like that contour kind of chiseled look. It's more about the blush, but I just want to add in a little bit on my cheekbones. So just going to add a little bit on my cheekbones and just round the edge of my face, just to sculpt it a little bit, but I don't want to go in too much. But I like the Benefit one because it's really buildable and we don't have to go too heavy. I feel like that's enough. And then just do my jaw, other side. I also use this on my nose as well, just to kind of shape it a little bit more. Ta-da! And then the final part of contouring my nose, I take the Urban Decay Stay Naked The Fix in shade 30WY. I grab a little mini sponge and I basically take that really thick down either side of my nose, and I basically let that set. Looks a bit crazy at first, and down the centre as well, and I leave that like that for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, we can go in with the blush. So I've got the Blush Crush from Lottie London in shade Harry, I think that's right, which is this one right here. It's quite like a deep kind of peachy orangey red. So I'm going to grab this brush. And the blush for e-girls is quite heavy. I'm really nervous about this. I'm going to start on my cheeks. And I'm just going to kind of pat and do circle motions. It's already coming out. And I'm going to take that right up high. So I'm kind of doing it on my cheek, but also where I do highlight. And then bringing it just around the side of my eye. And we're just going to work with that area. That looks cute already. So it's kind of going up like this. And I feel like patting and doing circle motions works well because you can build it that way rather than going in like really heavy. And put a tiny bit on my chin. And now we can go in, and I just like to grab a brush and just press that powder in either side of my nose. And then just blend on top. Cute. And then we're just going to add a little bit of blusher to the end of my nose. So we just pat that on. Cute. Ooh, quite like it. Next I'm going to do the eyeshadow. So I'm going to take the Lime Crime Venus XL palette. Love this. And then I'm going to take shade Flora. I feel like that matched the blush really, really well. And we're going to pop that all over the lid. Now, e-girls tend to just not really do kind of like heavy, like glam eyes. I feel like they tend to stick to just like one bold colour. From what I've seen anyway. I have seen some e-girls do really, really insane makeup. But I'm just doing the basic, everyday e-girl kind of look. And they tend to just have one colour on their lid. And then they go in with a really thick liner. So we'll just pop this on and then blend this out. Cute. So, yeah, I really like that. Right, let's do the other eye. Cool. So that is the eyeshadow done. I feel like I might do my brows now and then move on to the liner. So to make my brows really super bold, I'm taking the Benefit Browsings Pro Palette in shade Medium Deep, and I'm going to be using the kind of waxy dark shade in the centre here. And I'm taking the Zoeva wing liner brush just because I really like the angle on it, and it just really helps me draw in like faux kind of brow hairs. I'm going to do a bit of a fluffy look. So I like to kind of shape the underneath of my brow first and just get that really sharp edge on the underneath of my brow. And then I'll go in and I'll draw like faux hairs. I've actually got a video on how I like to do my brows. I've got like a few different ways I like to do them, and I'll pop a link below if you're interested in seeing that. Today is going to be a fluffy brow look. So I've already fluffed up my brows already, so it is just a case of filling them in and like drawing hairs in. Like so. Cute. So that's already coming together. When I get to the end here, I'll just gently kind of drag the brush down to lightly draw in hairs. But yeah, this Benefit Brow Browsings palette is such a good palette to have for your brows. You can create so many different brow looks, and it's just, yeah, a super useful product for your kit. Cute. Let's do the other one. Right, so that is my brows done. Now I'm going to grab my concealer again and just highlight underneath my brows, just to make them pop a little bit. Always like to just do the underneath of the brow arch. On the other side. Now we can go in and just buff that out. And I feel like that just really kind of highlights the brow arch there and makes it pop. I love to do this. I basically do this every time I do my brows. Now, guys, it's time for the thick wing liner. I'm going to take the tattoo liner from KVD Vegan Beauty. And, yeah, we're going to make this thick. We are going to make this thick. So, I'm going to start on the outer corner. And just kind of sketch out where I want my flip to go to. I feel like that's long enough. And then we're going to take it back in, but we need to do this thick. So, I've seen people, it's so thick, but we're going to come out from like here. This is going to be so thick. Like that thick. Right, now we fill in, and I'm just going to go over the rest of my eye and just follow the eye shape round. Now we can fill in the end of the wing. This is probably the thickest wing I've ever done. Yep, that is so thick. It's getting so tacky because it's drying before I've even finished it. Wow, that's thick. I really, really like that. It is super thick, but I love it. Right, so the other eye. That is some thick liner, but I kind of like it. Yes. Right, let's put on some lashes. I've actually got some lashes here. The Faux Mink Ardell Wispies. I'm going to pop those on. Right, stuck the lashes down, just making sure they're all in place. Cute. And then I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes mascara, and I love this because it's got two ends, one for curl and length and one for volume, and I'm going to apply that to blend my lashes into the faux lashes, and also to just add a bit more oomph to the eye looks. I feel like when you've got a really thick wing liner, you need big, bold lashes. And then we'll pop some on the bottom lashes. Yes. Oh my god, I actually love this. It's really, really nice. I can't wait to do my little star stamp when I do my faux freckles, which you guys always ask me about. So I will show you how I do them. And I've actually kind of changed how I do them actually. Oh, I'm forgetting highlighter. I need to put some highlighter on. I'm going to take the Aurora Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter palette, and I'm going to take the Eclipse shade. That car was so loud. Sorry if you heard that. I'm going to take the Eclipse shade because it's a bit like peachy, and I feel like that's really going to kind of just add to the whole peachy vibes that I've got going on for this e-girl look. Yes. Just a little bit of highlighter on the cheekbones. I'm going to put a bit on my brow bone and on the other side. And then I really, really need to highlight that nose. Like, I feel like they have a lot of highlighter on their nose and on this little bit here between the brows. Oh, yes. Top of the lip, the chin, and the forehead. Yes. Yeah, that's really bringing this whole look together. Faux freckles. We're going to take the Benefit Brow Styler. We're going to take the end bit where the powder is. And before, I used to actually shake this on my face, which is a good thing to do, to be fair, because all the powder actually goes on your face. But I've found a different technique. So I'll give it a shake, and instead of dropping it on your face, because sometimes you can get it in your eye and you don't want powder in your eye, shake the powder onto your finger and then tap your finger onto your face, and the powder will transfer and you'll end up with tiny little dots for the freckles. So I'm going to do that. So shake it on and then press down like so. And then you can literally keep doing that and build it up to as many freckles as you want. So I'm going to do that and then I'll show you what it looks like. Cute. So these are my faux freckles. Another thing I like to do, just so I can show you, is instead of shaking, I do just grab the end of that brow styler brush. Well, it's not really a brush, it's like a little stick. And just tap it on. And then press them in. Ta-da! So cute. Oh my god, I'm so excited for my little star stamp. Right, I've got the Lottie London star stamp liner. And I'm going to put a little star here and here underneath my eyes. It's going to be so cute. Oh, I love it. Should I just do one or should I do... No, I'm going to do matching. About here, I think. Oh my god, I love it. I feel like I'm made for this e-girl thing. Are they level? They're not quite level. It's fine. It's all good. I really freaking love this. Right, let's finish off with a lip. So I'm going to line my lips with this House Laboratories lip liner in shade Myth. I'm going to overline. I'm going to make them quite pouty. So I follow my lip shape, but then when I get to my Cupid's bow, I overline and then I kind of just take it pretty much straight across. I don't want it too pointed. Really nice lip colour. So I'm going quite dark with the lip liner. Yes. Right, and then the lip colour, I'm going to take the Illamasqua Anti-Matter Lipstick in shade Vila, which is this nice like nude. Yeah, love that. Yeah, so nice. God, it's literally like so soft because it's melting because it's so hot up here. I love it. I love this look. Alright. Let's blend that over the lip liner. And then I'm going to go in with the MAC Lip Gloss in shade Among the Stars. And pop that over the top for the glossy finish. Yes. I love it. Right, I'm going to e-girl my hair up and I'll be back to show you the finished look. I'm back and I'm all e-girled up. What do we think? I feel like I look like Harley Quinn. Don't I? I so look like Harley Quinn. So I put my hair in little bunches. I got my fringe out. I haven't had my fringe out for ages. And I put in these cute little star clips to finish off my e-girl look. Yeah, I really actually love the makeup, I have to say. The hair isn't something I would really wear because I feel like it's quite girly. It's not really got a bit of an edge like the makeup has. But I really love this makeup. I think putting the little star stamp is so cute. I actually really love the thick liner. I love how I've done it. It looks really, really cool. It's like sharp and edgy. I would definitely wear this wing liner again. I really like the colours as well. I've never put this amount of blush on before, but I actually really like it. What do you guys think? Did I succeed in turning myself into an e-girl? I mean, I was pretty much halfway there anyway, but yeah. What do you guys think of this look? Please leave comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And yeah, all the products I use I have linked below for you guys. I will see you in another video very, very soon. Peace out.